A very, very good evening to all of you, friends. A very, very good evening to all of you. Welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep, the most comprehensive preparation app for all exams. Since you guys are preparing for Maharashtra CET, which is scheduled on 1st of April this year itself, so you have approximately just a month and above for this particular entrance examination. Now, this particular entrance examination asks question both from legal knowledge and legal reasoning. Legal knowledge questions will be based on your understanding of the constitution, your understanding of the knowledge based on law. So prior knowledge is important insofar as solving legal knowledge questions are concerned. But insofar as solving legal reasoning questions are also concerned, it must be brought to your mind that this particular entrance examination, Maharashtra CET, they also do ask you questions on legal reasoning. Now, these legal reasoning questions are principle and fact-based questions. Now, these questions are principle and fact-based questions. So, there is a difference between the two types of questions that are asked. First one is the principle and fact-based question, and the second one is the legal knowledge-based question. So, you who are preparing for this particular entrance examination must be and should be well equipped to understand and to solve these two different types of questions. BYJU'S Exam Prep brings to you, for your benefit, some very popular questions for Maharashtra CET. These questions are based on the previous year's question paper of Maharashtra CET. So these questions that I'm going to discuss with you, there are around 24 such questions that I intend to discuss with you today. They all have been picked up from the previous year's question paper of Maharashtra CET. So let's begin, guys. But before we begin, BYJU'S Exam Prep brings to you a free workshop on time management tips for CLAT and boards together. How do you time manage insofar as boards and CLAT together is concerned? This particular workshop will be held on 12th of Feb at 7 p.m. So hurry up and register now. The first question is up there on your screen. Read the principle, read the facts, and tell me the correct answer after I show you the options. The principle says no one can take law in their hands. The village leader enforced a law of 100 lashes as a punishment to a 10-year-old boy. Whip man refused to latch the child. Now, here is a particular village where the village panchayat, the head of the village, they decide that for a particular act that a 10-year-old boy has done, he should be given 100 lashes. Now, is it the right thing or the wrong thing? The whip man, the man who is to whip, has refused to lash the child. No one can take law in their hand. Yes, let's see the correct answer. Village council is not authorized to give punishment. Village council have the authority to give punishment. Whip man is liable for disobeying the law. Age of the accused is the only consideration. So the correct answer to this question, let's see the correct answer, guys. Age of the accused, it does not talk the principle, now nor does the facts talks about that. Whip man is liable. You cannot take law in your hand. Suppose somebody has committed some wrong, take him to the court. But the village council does not have that power. So the correct answer is option A. Option A is the right answer. Village council does not have the authority to give punishment. Am I clear? Every one of you. So guys, do share this session with your friends. Do share this session with your friends because this session will be of great importance to each and every one of you. Okay? Of great importance. Chalo, moving on to the next question. There are two principles. Principle number 1 and principle number 2. Trade union meetings and strikes are not a criminal conspiracy. So, trade union meeting and strikes are not criminal conspiracy. Principle number 2. Whoever threatens another with an injury to his person, reputation, property, or to the person or reputation of anyone whom that person is interested with, intend to cause harm to that person or to cause that person to do an act which he is not legally bound to do, or omit to do an act which that person is legally bound to do, as the means of avoiding the execution of such threat, commits criminal intimidation. Right? So principle number 1 says trade union meetings and strikes are not criminal conspiracy. Principle number 2 talks about criminal intimidation. If you are trying to intimidate a person, you are intending to cause some loss either to that person, his reputation, or his property. You are intending to cause harm to that person, asking him to do something which he is not legally bound to do. That means you are forcing that man. That is called criminal intimidation. Let's see the facts. The facts. BTU leaders, in order to get their demands made, threatens the MD that his son will be killed. Now, trade union people have a right to do meetings and strikes. But does it mean that you say that MD, if you do not satisfy all our demands, I'm going to kill your son? Let's see the answers. Has BTU committed criminal intimidation or not? That's the precise question. To simply put, the question that has been asked is whether the act of trying to say, or the statement made by BTU people that MD, your son will be killed if you do not satisfy all our demands, is it criminal intimidation or not? And the correct answer is yes, it is. They have committed criminal intimidation. You are forcing someone to do something by using force. Right? The correct answer is yes. BTU will be held liable for criminal intimidation. Okay. Moving on. How many Lok Sabha constituencies are there in Meghalaya? Oh my God. Tell me the correct answer. The number of constituency in Meghalaya in the Lok Sabha election. We are talking about in the Lok Sabha election. How many constituencies are there? And the correct answer is Meghalaya. We are talking about Meghalaya. And the correct answer is 2. Okay. There are only 2. Shillong and Tura are the Lok Sabha constituencies of Meghalaya. Shillong and Tura. Is that clear? There are 2 constituencies, Lok Sabha constituencies in Meghalaya. 2. Only 2. Is that clear, everyone? Question number 4. Question number 4. Who appoints and chooses the Secretary General of Rajya Sabha? The Chairman of the Rajya Sabha, the Lok Sabha Speaker, the President, the Lok Sabha Secretary General. Now, you cannot choose yourself. So, this goes over. Okay? Striking the wrong answer. Right? The Rajya Sabha Secretary General cannot be chosen by someone who is also the Secretary General in the Lok Sabha. Generally. Yeah. The correct answer here is the Rajya Sabha Chairman. The Chairman of the Rajya Sabha appoints the Secretary General of Rajya Sabha. Option A is the right answer. The Chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Who is the Chairman of the Rajya Sabha? The Vice President of India. Who is the Vice President of India? Shri Jagdeep Dhankar. Okay, Shri Jagdeep Dhankar. Okay, moving on. Question number 5. As per Article 64 and 89(1), who shall be the ex officio chairman of the Council of States? Now, Council of States is called the upper house or the Rajya Sabha. Right? Who happens to be the ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha? Yes, the Vice President, Shri Jagdeep Dhankar. Okay. The Vice President of India shall be the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. Okay. Let's move on. Question number 6. A found a ring on the road. Not knowing to whom it belongs, he immediately sold the ring to a jeweler. Now, has he committed any offense? If so, what is that offense? Has he committed cheating? Cheating means you are duping someone, you are fraudulently acting in such a way that you are forcing someone to deliver you some movable goods which he would not have done generally. So option A is not the answer. Has he committed theft? Whoever intentionally takes away someone else's property, he has not taken someone else's property. That property was lying. It is not theft. Is he guilty of criminal misappropriation? Yes, he is. He is not guilty of any offense, can't be. Is that clear? He is guilty of criminal misappropriation as he sold the ring to a jeweler and has not used reasonable means to discover the owner of the ring. Did he try to find out who is the owner of that ring? No. And henceforth, he is liable. A dash is one of the type of intellectual property. Shares, debenture, patent, yes. Land, ancestral property, patent. Patent, trademark, copyright, geographical indication, these are all the various types of intellectual property. What is a patent? It is your monopoly right if you have discovered something. Sorry, if you have invented something. Suppose you invent a particular device. You can patent it. That means you will only have the right to sell it in the market and nobody else. Okay? The owner of the legal right to exclude others from making, using or selling the invention for a limited period of time. So if you have a patent over a particular thing, you will become the sole person to sell it, use it in the market and earn money and profit out of it. Is that clear? Question number 8. Which amongst the following type of emergency is not mentioned in the Indian Constitution? Internal emergency, financial emergency is mentioned, national emergency, state emergency. Internal emergency is never mentioned. So option A. Very easy. Very easy question, guys. Very easy question. It was as easy as possible, right? Okay. Internal emergency is not provided under the Indian Constitution. Question number 9. Principle. Right of action arises out of illegal activity. Hari promises to obtain employment for Pari in public service for a consideration of 5,000 rupees. Somebody is saying that I'm going to get you a job if you give me 5,000 rupees. What is this? What is this? Corruption? Corruption? Yes or no? Is that clear? Okay. Okay, I think we have missed the question. The question is Hari liable to get the consideration? The answer is no, because there is no right of action. There is no right of action out of any illegal activity. You do not have a right to go to the court for an illegal activity. Here it is an absolute illegal activity. The agreement is void. The consideration is unlawful. You are taking and giving bribe. Okay, moving on. BYJU'S Exam Prep brings to you a CLAT 2024 comprehensive course. Secure a seat at your dream NLU. In this course, we shall provide you with 300 plus recorded videos across 5 sections, 300 hours of live classes, 35 mocks including CLAT and non-CLAT mocks with video solution, monthly e-magazine on current affairs, and the content is curated and based on the analysis of the previous years of CLAT question paper. Moving on, question number 10. Respecting the national flag, is it a fundamental duty, fundamental right, directive principle of state policy? None of the above. It's a very, very simple question. Respecting the national flag, the national anthem, these are all your fundamental duties. This is given under Article 51A of the Indian Constitution. Article 51A of the Indian Constitution deals with fundamental duties. Do bear this in your mind. Okay. Article 51A, very, very important. Respecting your national flag is your bounden duty under the Indian Constitution. You must abide by those important things. Okay. How many fundamental duties are there under the Indian Constitution? Tell me. How many fundamental duties are there under the Indian Constitution? Tell me fast. Every one of you. There are 11 fundamental duties. There are 11 fundamental duties. Total number of fundamental duties. Total fundamental duties are 11 in number. 11 in number. Question number 11. Article 370 of the Constitution deals with special status for states, NCT, Jammu and Kashmir, Puducherry. I am sure nobody will give me the wrong answer to this question. 370, which has been scrapped very recently, which was scrapped recently in 2019, dealt with providing special status to Jammu and Kashmir, J&K. Now, owing to that, after the special status was removed, you today have Union Territory of Jammu Kashmir and Union Territory of Ladakh. Right, that. Okay. Is that clear? Is that clear? Okay, moving on. Next question. If a breach of contract is done, then the person should pay the resulting damage to the aggrieved party. The parties are free to decide the damages amongst themselves. Anil and Sunil decided that Anil will deliver a green Alto car for 3 lakh rupees to Sunil on 25th of April 2015. Also, the party decided that if any party breaches the contract, the breaching party is liable to pay 40,000. Sunil fails to perform his part of the contract. Can Anil claim 40,000 rupees? Tell me. Principle says, in case of a breach of contract, parties are at liberty to decide who should pay whom the damages. It was pre-decided between Anil and Sunil that any party who fails to perform his part of the duty will pay 40,000 rupees. Anil has to prove that he has incurred loss You don't have to prove. Anil can sell the car to any other person. Does not talk about that. Sunil is liable to pay Anil the damages as they were agreed. Okay. No breach of contract. No. So the correct answer is option C. Absolutely easy. Absolutely easy, guys. Is that clear? So guys, if you're liking this session, do share this session with your friends. Do like this session. Okay. Moving on. Okay. Yeah. Option C is the right answer. Moving on to question number 13. B knows that A has committed murder. Yet he obtains a promise from A to pay 1 lakh for him for not exposing A of a murder. Is this contract valid, not valid, voidable? I see a murder and I say that, if you give me 1 lakh rupees, I will not tell anybody about the murder. The purpose of the contract is illegal. Can there be a contract on something that is illegal? Can there be a contract on something that is illegal? So it is a void agreement. It is void. Am I clear? It is opposed to public policy. This particular agreement is opposed to public policy and hence it is illegal. The maximum age limit of a high court judge. Yeah. 58, 60, 62, 65. High court judges, their age of superannuation, their age of retirement is 62 for High Court and 65 for Supreme Court. Very, very important. Please note it down. Very, very important. The maximum age limit to hold office of a High Court judge is 62 and Supreme Court is 65. Okay. Everyone. Am I clear to everyone? Okay. Question number 15. Who is the chairman of the Constitution's drafting committee? Oh, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Jawaharlal Nehru, B.R. Ambedkar, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. The chairman of the drafting committee to the Constituent Assembly. It was Baba Bhimrao Ambedkar. He was the chairman of the drafting committee. Am I clear? Is that clear? Okay. He was the chairman. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the first law minister of India. B.R. Ambedkar was also the first law minister of India. Okay. Which of the following is the oldest high court in India? Oldest high court in India is the Allahabad High Court, Calcutta High Court, Bombay High Court, Madras High Court. Which one is the oldest high court? It is the Calcutta High Court. It happens to be the Calcutta High Court, which is the oldest high court in India. Very important. Okay. The Calcutta High Court happens to be the oldest high court in India. The Calcutta High Court is the oldest high court in India. It has jurisdiction of the state of West Bengal, Union Territory of Andaman, Nicobar Islands. So it has a big jurisdiction across the state. Okay. The Union Territory of Andaman and Nicobar also comes under the jurisdiction of the Calcutta High Court. Question number 17. Schedule 10 of the Indian Constitution lists, the 10th schedule deals with anti-defection laws. Very, very important. Anti-defection laws, that if a person is elected from one party, after having won the election, he cannot change from one party to another just because of money, power, ministerial positions and all. I'm sure that you must be aware of that great saying called Aya Ram Gaya Ram concept, right? So if you are elected from a particular party, you win the election. After that, you cannot change from one party to the other for, better power, money and all. Okay. So anti-defection laws was designed to prevent political defection, promote by lure of office, material benefit and other like consideration. Question number 18. Which of the following can be registered under the Companies Act? Government company, public company, private company. Tell me, what is the correct answer? Which of the following companies can be registered under the Companies Act? Government company, public company, private company. Public company and private company, they can be registered. Can government companies also be registered? Yes, government companies can also be registered. The correct answer is all of the above. Government companies, public companies and private companies are all registered under the Companies Act. Okay, please see. All companies are to be registered under the Companies Act of 2013. Before moving ahead with the next set of questions, BYJU'S Exam Prep brings to you a free workshop on time management tips for CLAT and boards together. So how do you manage your time, both if you are appearing for CLAT and boards together? This particular workshop will be held on 12th of February at 7 p.m. So hurry up and register now. Question number 19. A divorce given by a Muslim husband is called meher, talaq, khula, door. The correct answer is when the husband is giving divorce to a Muslim wife. A Muslim husband is giving divorce to a Muslim wife. That is called talaq. Triple talaq has been banned, but there are other forms of talaq which are still legal in India. Okay. Talaq means divorce at the instance of the husband. Khulla is a mode of divorce at the instance of the wife. So when the wife is giving divorce to the husband, it is called khulla. And the third category is called mubarak. Okay, mutual consent. Okay, mubarak. Am I clear? Every one of you? I'm sure that you guys are enjoying this session. You guys are understanding these important things. These questions will be of great importance, guys. So do share this session with your friends. Moving on, question number 20. Jurisdiction of the Supreme Court may be enlarged by whom? By the Parliament, President, Parliament resolution, President in consultation with the Chief Justice of India. And the correct answer is the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court can be enlarged only by a law made by the Parliament. The jurisdiction of the Supreme Court can be extended or can be enlarged only by a law made by the Parliament. Correct answer is option A. Article 138 of the Constitution says that Supreme Court shall have further jurisdiction and powers with respect of matters which the Parliament may by law confer. So the Parliament has to come up with a law. Moving on, question number 21. X writes a letter to sell his house to Y When the communication of the offer is complete. When is the communication of the offer complete? When Y receives the letter, Y rejects the letter, X makes the proposal, Y accepts the letter. Tell me, Y receives the letter, Y accepts the letter. That's the confusion. B and C can be just chucked out. The real two options which are little confusing is option A and option D. When Y receives the letter, when Y accepts the letter. The correct answer is option A. When Y receives the letter, reads the letter, understands the letter, that is the letter of X. Am I clear? Offer is complete when Y receives the letter, reads the letter, understands that an offer is made to him. Communication of a proposal is complete when it comes to the knowledge of the person to whom it is made. Is that clear, everyone? Is that clear? Moving on, question number 22. Okay. Dash is not included in the preamble. Not included. Sovereignty, socialist, justice, morality. Okay. Morality. India is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. Every citizen is provided with social justice, economic justice, and political justice. So, sovereignty, socialism, and justice are provided in the preamble. What is not provided is a term called morality. Is the term called morality. Is that clear? So guys, are you understanding the session? If you are liking this session, do press the like button. If you are liking the session, do press the like button, guys. The preamble reflects the philosophy of the constitution. It declares India to be a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. It observes that its objective includes securing equality, liberty, and justice for all its citizens. The word morality is not mentioned in our Indian constitution. Is that clear? Question number 23. Nikhil, a child under 7 years of age, steals a watch from a shop. Which offense has he committed? A child below 7 years cannot commit a crime because he has no mens rea. The law says a child below the age of 7 does not have mens rea, and hence it is an absolute defense. It is an absolute defense. He has committed theft. He has committed breach of trust. Nikhil is not liable for the offense because he cannot be responsible for his offense. Absolutely C. Option C. Option C is the right answer. As per the provision of the Indian Constitution, nothing is an offense which is done by a child under the age of 7. Nikhil is not liable for any offense because he cannot take responsibility of any offense. He does not have mens rea. Both mens rea and actus rea are absolutely required for commission of an offense. Question number 24. PIL, public interest litigation. Can be filed by any citizen, any political party, any registered organization, minimum 10%. Just tell me the correct answer. Can it be filed by any person, any political party, any registered organization, minimum 10%? The correct answer is any citizen in the India can file a PIL in case there is a situation where a group of people's rights have been violated. They cannot approach the court. Somebody can take their cause and go to the court for them. Okay. Public interest litigation is a petition that can be filed by any citizen for any matter of public interest for redress of public wrong or injury. So guys, if you have liked today's session, do press the like button, share this session with your friends, because these questions that I am discussing with you today are of great importance. Moving on. BYJU'S Exam Prep brings to you a comprehensive course for CLAT 2024, wherein we shall be providing you with 300 plus recorded videos across 5 sections, 300 plus hours of live classes, 35 mock tests, which includes both CLAT and non-CLAT mock, along with video solution, e-monthly magazine on GK current affairs, and the entire content is based on our analysis, in-depth analysis of the last 5 years of CLAT question paper. So guys, do subscribe to our YouTube channel, do follow us on our Instagram, do like our Facebook page, do join our Telegram channel, and just do not forget to download the BYJU'S Exam Prep app. Thank you very much. God bless you. I hope you understood this session well. All the very best. There are many more sessions like these that we shall be coming up with in the recent days ahead. Thank you. God bless you. Bye-bye. Tata. Have a great weekend. Bye.